Hello, students. Let us begin Chapter 10 Respiration in Organisms. One day, Buju was eagerly waiting to meet his grandparents who were coming to the town after a year. He was in a real hurry as he wanted to receive them at the bus stop. He ran fast and reached the bus stop in a few minutes. He was breathing rapidly. His grandmother asked him why he was breathing so fast. Buju told her that he came running all the way. But the question got stuck in his mind. He wondered why running makes a person breathe faster. The answer to Buju's question lies in understanding why we breathe. Breathing is a part of respiration. Let us learn about respiration. What did we read in this paragraph? We read that Pujo went to the bus station to receive his grandparents. He was in a hurry, so he ran fast to reach the bus stop on time. When he reached the bus stop, there he was breathing rapidly, यानी कि वो तेजी से सांस ले रहा था. Bujo told his grandmother the reason that he was running all the way when he came to the bus stop to receive them. That is why he was breathing so fast. But he was thinking about this question, that why does running make a person breathe faster than usual? So in order to understand why does our breathing rate or why do we breathe faster while we are running, we will have to understand about respiration. We will learn why do we breathe. As breathing is a part of respiration, let us now discuss about why do we respire. In chapter 2, you learn that all organisms are made of small microscopic units called cells. A cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism. Each cell of an organism performs certain functions such as nutrition, transport, excretion, and reproduction. To perform these functions, the cell needs energy. Even when we are eating, sleeping, or reading, we require energy. But where does this energy come from? Can you say that why your parents insist that you should eat regularly? The food has stored energy which is released during respiration. Now, as we know, all living organisms are made up of small microscopic units called cell. These cells have different functions to perform in these organisms. Now, what are these functions? These include nutrition, transportation, excretion, and reproduction. The cell can perform this function only if they get the energy to do so. हमें हमारे डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए एनर्जी चाहिए. अगर हम ईटिंग, स्लीपिंग और रीडिंग भी कर रहे हैं, देन ऑल्सो वी रिक्वायर एनर्जी. बट हमें एनर्जी कहाँ से मिलती है? वी गेट एनर्जी फ्रॉम द फूड वी ईट. इसीलिए हमारे पेरेंट्स टेल्स अस टू ईट फूड रेगुलरली. That is, the food has stored energy and this energy is released during respiration. Hence, all living organisms need food which gives them the required energy. The energy present in the food gets released when the organism respire or breathe. Therefore, all living organisms respire to get energy from food. During breathing, we breathe in air. You know that air contains oxygen. We breathe out air which is rich in carbon dioxide. The air we breathe in is transported to all parts of the body and ultimately to each cell. In the cells, oxygen in the air helps in the breakdown of food. The process of release of energy is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration takes place in the cells of all organisms. Now, as we know, living organisms respire to get energy from the food they eat. Now, as we breathe, we take in air that contains oxygen and we breathe out air that is rich in carbon dioxide. That is, the air we breathe out contains carbon dioxide. Now, when we breathe in, the air contains oxygen, and this oxygen gets transported to our cells, which helps in breaking down of food, and from this we get energy. What do we mean by cellular respiration? Cellular respiration can be defined as the process in which the food that we eat is broken down inside the cell, which result in the release of energy. All the cells in living organisms undergo cellular respiration. The cellular respiration takes place in a cell, that is, cells of all living organisms. In the cell, the food glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and water using oxygen. When breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. Food can also be broken down without using oxygen. This is called anaerobic respiration. Breakdown of food releases energy. Now, with the help of oxygen, the food is broken down in the cell, and it is broken down into carbon dioxide and water. We can also say that glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen in the cell. For this breakdown of food, oxygen is used. That is, when breakdown of glucose occur with the use of oxygen, we call it aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration में oxygen is involved in the breakdown of food. So, here we have the definition of aerobic respiration, and there is anaerobic respiration as well. In this, food is broken down without using oxygen. Without using oxygen, we have anaerobic respiration. When the food is broken down, energy is released, and over here we have the equation. Glucose with the use of oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. You should know that there are some organisms such as yeast that can survive in the absence of air. They are called anaerobes. They get energy through anaerobic respiration. In the absence of oxygen, glucose breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide as given below. So here we have glucose without the use of oxygen gives alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. That is, glucose is broken down into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. So here we are given that there are some organisms that can survive in the absence of air. For example, yeast, and they are called anaerobes as they get energy through the process of anaerobic respiration. Since anaerobes don't require oxygen, the food or the glucose breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide as it is given in this equation. So glucose, it is without the use of oxygen, gives alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. Yeast are single-celled organisms. They respire anaerobically and during this process yield alcohol. They are therefore used to make wine and beer. So here it is given about yeast. They are single-celled organisms, yani ki they only have one cell in them. They use anaerobic respiration, that is, they respire anaerobically, and when this process takes place, they produce alcohol. So, yeast are used to make beverages such as wine and beer. Our muscle cells can also respire anaerobically, but only for a short time when there is a temporary deficiency of oxygen. During the heavy exercise, fast running, cycling, walking for many hours, or heavy weightlifting, the demand for energy is high. But the supply of oxygen to produce the energy is limited. Then, anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle cell to fulfill the demand of energy. So here it is given that sometimes muscles of human beings can respire without oxygen, that is they can do it anaerobically. This generally happens when we undergo heavy exercise such as running, weightlifting, walking for long hours, or cycling. In such situations, the muscles require more energy and the supply of oxygen is not sufficient enough. Hence, anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle. As a result, the muscles produced lactic acid along with energy. Here we have the equation, that is glucose in the muscle in the absence of oxygen gives lactic acid plus energy. Have you ever wondered why you get muscle cramps after heavy exercise? The cramps occur when muscle cells respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose produces lactic acid. The accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle cramps. We get relief from cramps after a hot water bath or a massage. Can you guess why it is so? Hot water bath or massage improves circulation of blood. As a result, the supply of oxygen to the muscle cells increases. The increase in supply of oxygen results in the complete breakdown of lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. So just like we discussed, when we exercise, there is more requirement of energy and there is no enough oxygen for this. That is why our muscles respire anaerobically, that is without the use of oxygen. Our muscle cells respire anaerobically. Now because of this, the glucose breaks down into lactic acid. This lactic acid accumulates in the muscles and causes cramps. That is why we often feel cramps or pain while we do heavy exercises. In order to get relief from cramps, we can take hot water bath or massage our muscles. This is so because hot water bath or massage improves the blood circulation in the muscles. As a result, the oxygen reaches the cells easily, which breaks down the lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. Lactic acid is broken down into carbon dioxide when the supply of oxygen increases. So in this way, we can get rid of cramps or pain in the muscles when we do exercise heavily. Let us now discuss the next topic, breathing. Activity 10.1. Caution: do this activity under the supervision of your teacher. Close your nostrils and mouth tightly and look at a watch. What do you feel after some time? How long were you able to keep both of them closed? Note down the time for which you could hold your breath. Figure 10.2. So as shown in figure 10.2, in this way holding of breath is done. First of all, you should be sure that you are doing this activity under the supervision of an adult. So for performing this activity, you have to close your nostrils and mouth at the same time and take a stopwatch and note the time. You have to hold your breath only for as long as you can. You don't actually have to perform this activity on your own, as I have performed this activity for you and I have noted that I could hold my breath for 20 seconds. After that, I had the urge to open one of my nostrils and take a breath. So, while I was performing this activity, after some seconds, it was difficult for me to hold my breath. That is why I had opened my nostrils. So, from this activity, it can be observed that we won't be able to survive without breathing. So now you know that you cannot survive for long without breathing. You must have seen the movement of abdomens of dogs, cats and cows as they breathe. Breathing means taking in air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide with the help of respiratory organs. The taking in of air rich in oxygen into the body is called inhalation, and giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide is known as exhalation. It is a continuous process which goes on all the time and throughout the life of an organism. So, here we have read about breathing. Breathing can be defined as a process in which organisms, including dogs, cats, cows, and human beings, what do? With the help of their respiratory organs, they take in air which is rich in oxygen, that is, oxygen rich air present in the surroundings, and release out air that contains high amount of carbon dioxide in it. Breathing occurs continuously in all the organisms. What is inhalation? Inhalation is the process of taking air that contains oxygen inside the body. And exhalation is the process of releasing out air that contains carbon dioxide out of the body. Inhalation and exhalation take place ऑल्टरनेटिवली इन द ब्रीदिंग प्रोसेस. यानी कि इन्हेलेशन मतलब इन्हेल करना, तो हम लोग ऑक्सीजन रिच एयर को इन्हेल करेंगे बॉडी के अंदर, और एक्सहेलेशन में एक्सहेल करेंगे, बॉडी के बाहर निकालेंगे एयर जो कंटेन करता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. द नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स अ पर्सन ब्रीथ्स in a minute is termed as the breathing rate. Both inhalation and exhalation take place. A breath means one inhalation plus one exhalation. Would you like to find your breathing rate? Do you want to know whether it is constant or it changes according to the requirement of oxygen by the body? Let us find out by doing the following activity. So in this paragraph we have breathing rate. What is it? It can be defined as the number of times a person breathes in a minute. It is termed as breathing rate. What do we mean by a breath? A breath or a breath means one inhalation plus one exhalation. एक बार inhale करेंगे और एक बार exhale करेंगे. Together they make a breath. So the number of times it occurs in a minute is called breathing rate. And we can find out our breathing rate by the following activity. Activity 10.2. Generally, we are not aware that we are breathing. However, if you try, you can count your rate of breathing. Breathe in and out normally. Find out how many times you breathe in and breathe out in a minute. Did you inhale the same number of times as you exhaled? Now, count your breathing rate, number of breaths per minute after brisk walk and after running. Record your breathing rate as soon as you finish and also after complete rest. Tabulate your findings and compare your breathing rates under different conditions with those of your classmates. For performing this activity, you have to check your breathing rate. Using this, you can count the rate of breathing. You have to find out how many times you breathe in and how many times you breathe out in a minute. Find the breathing rate while you are sitting normally. Next, you have to find or record your breathing rate after you have brisk walked for 10 minutes. Next, you have to record your breathing rate after running for 100 meters. And lastly, after you have taken rest, that is, you have to record your breathing rate while your body is at rest. And in table number 10.1, you can note the changes in breathing rate of your classmates and yourself. From the above activity, you must have realized that whenever a person needs extra energy, he or she breathes faster. As a result, more oxygen is supplied to our cells. It speeds up the breakdown of food and more energy is released. Does this explain why we feel hungry after a physical activity? When you feel drowsy, does your breathing rate slow down? Does your body receive sufficient oxygen? So, after performing this activity, it can be observed that the breathing rate of a person increases whenever extra energy is required. As breathing rate increases, more oxygen is supplied to a cell, and because of this, the speed of breakdown of food increases and more energy is released. Now, the question is, why do we feel hungry after doing a physical activity like walking or running? The answer is, when we do a physical activity, the food that is present in our body is converted into energy. Since all the food gets consumed in generating the energy, we start feeling hungry. Hence, in order to gain more energy, we need to eat more food. On an average, an adult human being at rest breathes in and out 15 to 18 times in a minute. During heavy exercise, the breathing rate can increase up to 25 times per minute. While we exercise, not only do we breathe fast, we also take deep breaths and thus inhale more oxygen. So, in this paragraph, it is given that an average adult human being breathes 15 to 18 times in 1 minute. And while that person is exercising, then this rate can change up to 25 times in 1 minute, that is 25 times per minute. Now, not only do we breathe fast, जल्दी ब्रीथ करने के अलावा हम डीप ब्रीथ भी लेते हैं. इसके वजह से ज़्यादा ऑक्सीजन जो है हम इनहेल करते हैं. कब? when we are doing any physical activity like walking, running or doing some heavy exercise.